Hey, welcome to my devlog for my game I've been working on called Betrayal. For those who don't know, it's kind of like the card game Mafia, if you've ever played that. So, one player or a couple players are evil and are trying to kill everybody else, and everybody else doesn't know who's evil and who's not, and has to figure it out. But I just kind of wanted to show off some of the cool additions I have. The first big one is uh, this this guy in a suit. This is the model, and essentially first it's going to set height by using this box, so that determines what the model's height is going to be in game, and that's important because now we have some inverse kinetics. Let me join a game here, which means that this guy is going to move around based on my movements. So I'm joining a game. We've added some matchmaking and some cool networking stuff. There's this sphere thing here is new. Let me walk in front of the server's camera. Yeah, okay. Make sure my hands are right. Oh, no. Okay. So. As you can see, I've got this sphere in front of me, so this is my pocket. Betrayers spawn with items in here. When you take them out, they become visible for other players, and then you can actually use them. So, like, with this knife, which is good for stabbing people, I can hide it, and then people won't know that I'm an evil guy hiding a knife. The other things are we've added a bunch of haptics, so like, touching this gives me a little bit of haptics and using it, and if I take my weapon and I stab it into the wall, the controller, kind of buzzes with each hit. There's a bunch of assets now, although most of them are still just temporary. Worked on a bunch of performance stuff. We also now have a tutorial, though I'm not going to show that in this. And so, if you give me a moment, there's still some funniness. Collision detection works pretty well with the new model, and the moving around looks a little bit goofy. The arm swing is turning out to be a really good solution for movement. Kind of keeps you immersed. One moment, let me get back to where I was. I can feel my cable. Yeah, so movement is a little bit goofy looking. I'm still kind of working on the full fix for that, as you can see. And then here's what it looks like when I just actually walk around in my room. Woo. Seems to work pretty well. Obviously some kinks to work out. The things we've added are kind of one of my long-term goals is to have a bunch of mini games that are around the house that you're exploring. So in this case, there's a ping pong table, which hopefully is spawned. Okay. The other thing I've added is dynamic item population. So like, ooh, that got a little wonky. So what that means is that items all have a chance of spawning or a chance of not spawning every game, which means, if you know where a knife spawns, it won't always be there every game. And one game it could be a spoon or a cup. So like I know often there's a knife that spawns here that isn't there right now. And this TV set sometimes disappears, that kind of stuff. The assets are all still really temporary, and most of them are from other people's Unity asset packages, which I'm not totally happy with, but it's kind of what I have. Unfortunately, I'm not much of an artist, so this is what's working. Oh yeah, here's an example. So this knife is randomly spawning. It's not always there, as is this one. And then, you can pick up a plate, throw a plate. Still working on getting kind of the throwing feeling really solid. Still a little bit jumpy as the objects change and get thrown great distances, but let me know what you think. I'm hoping to open this up in, week and a half, 2 weeks, as everything kind of shakes out. The big last things are trying to get host network migration, which I can show you is starting to come together. So I'm gonna take out the headset. So I'm going to go and close the server, which is the top left screen. And the other player should have already picked it up and switched hosts. So this server should be the host now. There we go. Okay. So yeah, you can see, still going, still working. Let me know what you think. Oh, we're also looking for testers, if anybody would like to test this game out. I'm in the Eastern time zone, so if you are within there, that'd be good too. Thanksgiving's coming up for us, so I'm not going to be spending a whole lot of time testing, but it would be nice to get a couple more tests in there. And also, if anybody felt like helping me make assets, that would be cool too. These ones are working for now, but long term it'd be nice if we had more of our own art style. Yeah, let me know.